Hey family, this is Coach Cass with InspireMany.com, and I'm really here to talk to you about what to do in preparing for your trip to Africa. Now, we've decided to join the Timothy Initiative, TTI, and the Park Ministries with Can You Believe It? Really to make a difference in Nairobi in a small village called Isiolo within Kenya, which is in Africa. Now, it is a big trip. We're talking about 24 hours of travel, and one of the major things you need to think about is, are you led by God to go? So I've sent you already a sheet that I need you to really pray on for 12 days. It has scripture along with it that you should meditate on and see where God leads you. Then send me an email, coach@inspiremany.com, if you are led to join us. Now, we will be going at the end of May, and so it's important if you have a job to put in to get that time off. But also you must be interviewed by me personally, at least via the phone, to see if this is a fit for you and the right group to go with. So we are very cautious of who we're bringing with us, and we hold no liabilities, okay? This is not 90210. This is not a walk in the park. This is a mission trip to spread God's love in another country. Now, of course, I encourage you to spread it every day where you live, but this is to do something different. Step outside your comfort zone and really to change your life and those of others. It goes along with our whole ambition with Inspire Many for us to inspire others, okay? So inspire many. So today, I stopped in to the Passport Health Office, and they gave me a whole travel health itinerary. Look, I even have my name on it. And that's the lady that you can call if you want to go through them as well. All right, and they gave me a whole booklet of what's important to know when going to Kenya. Now, I'm not going to go into everything, but the biggest thing that I got is make sure to contact your doctors and to make sure that you have your routine vaccinations, which are influenza, measles, polio, tetanus, and varicella. So those are all shots you should have gotten at some point in your life already, but if you haven't, it's time to get them, okay? Especially hepatitis. Now, what else do you need? Meningitis, okay? So the meningococcal vaccines, and yes, the normal price is $150 if you choose to go with Passport Health, okay? So that lasts 4 to 5 years. It takes on the like symptoms of influenza, but essentially if you get meningitis, you could die within 24 hours. So you don't want to mess around with that. And that is when you come in contact with many different people or in a crowded space. It's airborne. So when you come into overcrowded areas, okay? So to be careful, get your meningitis. Then we have typhoid vaccine. That's about $90, and how you get that is through contaminated water. So one of the biggest things that my girl Lori told me is don't drink the water. Don't brush your teeth with water. Don't open your eyes when taking a shower. Pretty much if you're taking a shower in Kenya, make sure to have your eyes closed and your mouth closed. Brush your teeth with bottled water, okay? And when you're ordering out, if we go out to any restaurants, no ice. And make sure that the glass is dry if you're ordering a drink of some sort, okay? So meaning a canned beverage. Bring with you disposable straws. Don't let anyone else open your water bottles. It's best to drink carbonated drinks and water that hasn't been opened. You open it yourself, because in many different countries, not just Kenya, people can just glue back the top pretending that it's fresh water when it's not, okay? So we want to make sure that you're safe. So get your typhoid vaccine. I just got mine. Ow, ow, ow. Let me see if I can show you my little, there it is. Got my typhoid. Yes, your arm does hurt after, but it's better to have a hurt arm than a messed up system, right? Okay. Then it's a yellow fever vaccine. This is huge, guys. Your yellow fever vaccine, let's see if I got my notes. So this is a dawn to dusk mosquito. So you get it from a mosquito, all right? Dawn to dusk meaning it's a daytime mosquito. It wants to frolic and play with you, but we don't want to play with it, right? So make sure to get your yellow fever vaccine. So here it costs $140, but lasts up to 10 years, which means you could figure out what countries have yellow fever and just decide to go there over the next 10 years. Make it a part of your travel plan. All right, so yellow fever. Then there's malaria, and essentially how you get that is through a night mosquito. With other animals, there's a lot of different insects and things. This is what I was recommended to do. So this is what I bought. This is something that the Passport Health Office sold me as well, okay? It's clothing insect repellent. This is an aerosol can that you cannot take with you. But essentially what I was told is all the clothes that you're gonna wear on the trip, not your undergarments, but t-shirts, pants, shoes, socks, you put it somewhere that's well ventilated outside and you spray it. You could spray it in a circular fashion, back and front, up and down, whatever it is, but make sure that it's a rhythm to it, okay? And make sure you spray the front and the back and you let it sit for at least 2 to 3 hours until it's dry. So it puts something on it that includes the chrysanthemum flower scent because bugs hate that. But essentially this will help you in detracting bugs and things of that sort to come near you, okay? So this goes on your clothes before you even pack them. Make sure that they're dry. You do it in a well ventilated place. Let it sit, okay? So you can't take it with you, but you could put it all over your clothes. You could buy clothes with this object, this already in it. And as soon as I find those notes, we'll come back to it. But I forgot, it's a really weird word. It starts with a P, but you can buy it at Outdoor World, and they'll already have the permethrin. You could buy clothes that already have permethrin in it. Essentially, if you spray your clothes before the trip, it'll last up to 6 washes in your clothes. After that, it's gone. You could buy manufactured permethrin already in your clothes from Outdoor World. That's located in Hollywood, Florida. I don't know if there's one by you wherever you're living, okay? Then, also, I know we're on vaccines, but just since we're on bugs, I also bought this insect repellent. Turns out you don't need 70% DEET. You only need 20 to 30%. And remember that this is a pesticide and it's very toxic. So you really don't want this all over you, the sprays and things of that sort. So what I was educated on is to buy a lotion, which is this, that has 20% DEET and it's self-sustaining or something to those words. I'll find them. Anyway, so you have this and you put it only on the exposed areas, and you put it on after your makeup, your sunblock, whatever it is that you're usually put on your skin. Then you put it on the exposed areas only, and it could last up to 10 hours unless you're sweating profusely or if you took a shower, okay? So cream, insect repellent, 20% DEET. All right, also make sure that you have your polio vaccine. Polio, that's something you should have had as a child. We have Hep A and Hep B. Over here, it's $115 and $80. They last for about 15 years, okay? So that's pretty big that these vaccines last a long time. And then make sure that you have your tetanus shots, and that's about $85 and it lasts for 10 years, all right? So those are all the shots. So today I got the yellow fever. Well, it's in the back of my arm. That doesn't hurt. This typhoid, no joke. So today I got the yellow fever and the typhoid. I have to go back for my meningitis because I didn't know it only lasts for 5 years. I remember seeing a special on 2020 saying that, you know, if you're going off to college, that you need to get it because you're going to be in close quarters with a bunch of people and it could be deathly. So I remember getting this over 13 years ago, thinking that it was still good, but it's not. It only lasts for 4 to 5 years. Very good to get. All right, anti-malarial medication. They'll write you a prescription also for anti-malarial medication. You must get this, okay? So the biggest thing is with this, we're going to be going to a small village. So it is recommended that you take it for 2 days before we leave it for the village. We'll spend about 5 days there and then for 7 days after. So you need at least 14 of these anti-malarial pills. You take them once a day on a full stomach during your biggest meal of the day, and you know, try to do it around the same time every day, okay? They say that it could be as little as $2.90 per pill or as much as $10. So be careful, shop around. I was told that Costco and Target could have them pretty cheap. Okay, let's see. Biggest deal, don't drink the water. No ice, no raw vegetables, no uncooked vegetables, no raw fruit, okay, unless they have a heavy skin such as oranges and bananas and grapefruit. So those are the only fruit that you're allowed to eat, guys. Very, very important that you keep that in the back of your mind. So yes, for all those people like me who love fruits and veggies, we're just going to have to rough it out.